Hey guys, how you doing? Me back once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a pretty cool review of Scream Greats Trick or Treat by Trick or Treat Studios, the Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper figure, which obviously Trick or Treat Studios have done their series of horror figures, Scream Greats series. I'm not really a huge fan. I just think a lot of their figures don't really look movie accurate, and they sort of don't, the detail and that's not really great. The Myers figure is quite good, but the Candyman, a couple of others, are not really that great. Yeah, I don't think I don't think they match up to like Neck or McFarlane or whatever. But yeah, they're alright, I guess. They're quite large figures, I will give them that. But I just don't think the detail and all that is there for me. But yeah, so this is the Creeper from obviously Jeepers Creepers. And yeah, it's on a carded figure. I don't know if this is based on first movie, whether it's based on the first two movies or first three movies or what actually. Because it says the Creeper, so it doesn't actually say what movie it is based on. But yeah, anyway, it's a big card. There's what it looks like. Scream Gates on the top there. You do get some quite nice images. I think that's a scene from the first movie, as I recall. I'm not really a huge fan of Jeepers Creepers, to be honest. I just don't really like them. I think it's just a bit too far-fetched. Don't really like the first one or second one, to be honest. I think the second one's probably one of the worst horror sequels ever made, to be honest. It's really bad. Yeah, I just don't like all that stuff where he's flying about and stuff. When I went to see the first one at the cinema, I thought this could be a really good horror film, and it seemed alright at the beginning. And then as soon as he started flying about, I was like, no, it's too far fetched. It just looks too ridiculous. And then I was like, I just lost interest by that stage. But yeah, I thought, to add Jeepers Creepers figures to the collection, because Jeepers Creepers is a popular franchise, and they have got a few movies, so it's got a few sequels. But anyway, yeah. As I said, I don't think the figures are that great, but the card that it's on is reasonably good because it has got, as I said, scenes from just the first movie, or I don't know if it's the first movie and the second movie, but yeah, they're quite nice images, to be fair. Different stuff from the movie going on. There's one. We've got that facial expression. I don't know if it seems like that head sculpt. Seems like that head sculpt's different because I've got another figure that's got that head sculpt. So that's pretty good to have one that's got one head sculpt and one a different head sculpt. So that's pretty good. It took me a while to get this figure because when I tried to get this figure before on eBay, it sold out, and then it's only just come back in stock recently. And I thought definitely get it now because I couldn't get it before. So yeah, I've been trying to get this figure quite a while. Said sold out before, just come back on eBay. It's around about £37, £38. I think it's about right for this kind of figure. But yeah, finally got it at last. There's the Jeepers Creepers there, the Creeper, the figure itself there, and then just a few other bits and pieces there, Scream Greats, Studios, and all that. So yeah, let's look at the cool figure. There you go, the head sculpt. It's got kind of looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if they've took that idea of that, Swamp. Do you remember Swamp Thing? It was a cartoon years and years ago, and I believe they made a film with it. Yeah, but Swamp Thing kind of looks like the head sculpt from that. Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? The head sculpt actually does look like kind of looks like Swamp Thing. I think Swamp Thing's got a different sort of head shape, but it's kind of similar. But yeah, that's quite a good head sculpt, I guess. There's a bit of detail on there. The eyes look okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's reasonably right. There's a one from the side, one from there, one from the top. It's got some pretty good hair here. Because instead of it being plastic, it's sort of some material, but it's kind of like old grey hair that they're stuck on that. That's pretty good because it's obviously it's not real hair, but it's kind of like feels a material as if it is sort of grey hair, which is quite good. Let's look at the chest if it'll focus. And then we've got sort of a red, dark red and green sort of colour scheme going on there. Which kind of looks pretty nice. The green is like sort of dark green. Yeah, it's kind of quite cool. And it's got sort of like a nice shine to it. So when you see it, it's sort of like got a nice sort of shine to it. That's pretty nice. It's got some sort of long black weathered kind of coat on. Looks pretty good. See it on the sleeves there. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. You've got a bit of shouldery sort of like a shoulder section part of the jacket going on there. Yeah, and it goes long all the way down to his sort of foot ankle area. It's kind of pretty good. Yeah, pretty good jacket. Then we've got the legs, that's sort of like a brown, dark browny kind of. Trousers. And then we've got the sort of black boots. Yeah, it's quite basically painted, but I think it's kind of nice the way they've done it. That green and red with a shine to it, and the jacket. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice figure to be fair. It's quite large. Well, I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's a 7-inch scale these screen grades because they're very large figures. I'm sure they're pretty much bigger than 6-inch. I don't. I'm sure they're 7-inch. This seems kind of large. Let's go on to the articulation. I think the articulation is kind of quite basic on these screen greats figures. There's not really. The arms go. Let's do the head first. Goes up and down. Let's go to side to side. So there's a bit of articulation on the head if you want to get them into different poses. They're not anything articulation or any joints movements on the body. Arms go up and down. I think they. Is there any movement there? No, they just go up and down. Quite basic. There's no joint on the elbow. There's no joint on the... Oh, yes, there is. There's a bit of joint. There's a swivel action on the hands, but no joint on the elbow. Nothing on there. The legs, there's nothing. I don't think there's any articulation on the leg area. Doesn't appear to be. It just seems to be one of them figures that's sort of like fixed in a position where you just like, you can only base it one way. There's no joint on the knee. Don't think there's any on the ankle. No swivel on the ankle. No joint on the knee. Yeah, so not much there. The coat is sort of a flimsy sort of plastic, so you can sort of move it. Not that you're gonna, but it's kind of So articulation not 100% the best, but it's alright. Is it going to stand up? Or is it going to be one of those type of figures that's sort of going to sort of like wobble over and it's just not going to be worth trying to stand up because it'll just keep falling over? Yeah, I'm a bit iffy about that. I mean, personally, I don't think I would try and stand it up. It may be a case. I mean, yeah, the legs don't even sort of move, or the feet where you can sort of twist them. Sometimes the figures, if you twist them, the feet around or go for a certain angle, left or right. Sometimes you can position it into a position where it will stand. This figure seems to be like it's just going to be a total nightmare, not going to really stand up. I'm not going to personally be standing this figure up because it'll just fall over, so there wouldn't be any point. But yeah, there's the articulation. The accessories you get is just quite simply basic. It's just the hat. Uh, that's kind of I don't know what style hat that is. I've seen these on eBay because when I was looking for Freddy Krueger hats, I've seen a couple of these come up. Um, yeah, it's that style of hat that obviously the Creeper wears. And then you just get one basic weapon, which is that style of axe for the Creeper. It's like a short-ended axe. Not a not a long handle one, but like a short-ended, short handle one. Yeah, you got that going on. So yeah, just quite basic there with the accessories. I mean, really, there's only really one way you can display this figure, to be honest. Just have him standing holding the axe. I mean, it's not really any other really ways to. I'll say standing because he obviously he doesn't really stand up, but yeah, I mean, maybe if they gave us a display base to go with it, would have been a good idea. You know, to help him stand up at least. You know what I mean? But yeah, here we go with a figure. So, you know, you would have him standing on display, holding his axe. It does. To be fair, although I'm not a fan of these Scream Rats figures, it does look like a decent figure. To be fair, I will give him that. And he'll go nicely with my other Jeepers Creeps figure. So, guys, yeah, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe. Because I'm taking away the fact that it doesn't really stand up. The articulation ain't that great. Yeah, 7, maybe 7.5. But yeah, I think it's a pretty solid figure. As I said, it's quite got some quite nice detail to it. Yeah. So guys, I think that's gonna be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids, and I'll see you guys next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.